Well, what do you guys think is the biggest take for people? What is going to be their biggest takeaway from this book, and how is that going to evolve into the films coming up?
Well, we don't really worry too much about how people are going to perceive the writing in the book and the messages. We really just want to open our hearts to share with anyone who is curious. Like, that's really where it begins. If you're curious and this resonates, and a lot of times the judgment, we live in this perpetual world of fear and skepticism, and it's very learned and conditioned, and it's coming from lifetime after lifetime. If you've been on the planet for eons, like many of us at this time have, then that is a lot of things to clear and heal. So I feel that we really want to show all the different techniques, the ways, the tools that may resonate with some. Sometimes the music will be what resonates with some, sometimes the meditations. As my writing progressed into just not so much just channeling, and especially channeling one of my teammate, Linda, she can channel quite a bit so that I can see a lot of past life, and I can have communication with some celestial beings of the light form. And at some point, about halfway through the book, I was being shown that I needed to do one meditation per day for 1 year. So 365 audio meditations that basically just shared how I connect and what energies I pull in, identifying them, maybe in color or sometimes in name. And I've really worked with beautiful people that are atheists, and I've had such a beautiful experience trying to share with them, which was very successful. So this really doesn't have a lot to do with religion. In fact, we find ways to envision what we want to see. So what makes our heart comfortable is what we're going to be picturing or imagining in our meditation. And whatever it is that you're comfortable with, they're all the same energies. So, which is kind of humorous if you think about it. Religion is constantly claiming that, each one is the one, and meanwhile, they're all really they're all connecting to the exact same energies. So doing these 8-minute audios allows a person to be empowered to create what they want to see and what is most comfortable for their heart and for their soul and what resonates. Sometimes it will take them back to past lives, and they'll start seeing out of their third eye. Like, lifting off all of these layers can allow a person to deeply connect to their higher self. That's really the point. And through my own transformation and my own learning and growing, I've really been able to understand that what we're actually experiencing through the book and through the documentary and the audios especially is ascension. And ascension is very complicated. We complicate it, we overcomplicate it, and it's actually very simple. So it's not complicated. However, a lot of people tend to think that it's something that can only be achieved, by masters and by dedicating your life to maybe prayer and different ways. But it's actually really simple. It's just moving yourself. You're going from a state of I, myself, me, and you're removing the ego selves completely and entirely, which is how I experience it across the veil. And when you're completely moved out of the way, you're really the conduit, and you can really have the capacity to share with many people, these energies even, and they can hold it, and it's this way of holding love, harnessing love, transforming the heart to love. All of this is very real. The scientists are now catching up to what I know and what I saw across the veil and what I experience daily. And I think that the audios really empower the soul to step into ascension. So to remove the constant thoughts of me, myself, or I, and stepping into we all and one, which is for us, for Lincoln and I, this is a really beautiful place to live because we really think connected and togetherness. We think about every soul and every person, and how our actions, our words, our thoughts, our energy affects the planet, affects each other. And we understand limitlessness at this point in time. We see that all of us are so much more powerful than we understand, and so much more beautiful than we can ever dream or imagine. And I think that when we can tap into this divine energy, however you're comfortable, and that's if you're reading the book and you're getting just little messages, or you're getting some comfort, or you're becoming curious and you're starting to ask your questions, deep questions, important questions, and you're coming from that place of I, myself, and me, stepping forward into this place of ascension. I think that any progress, or any time that one directs their energy, their thoughts, their heart towards that, we're creating a better world. So it's not, the expectations are not really what's important. What's important is that we're helping people connect to their own hearts and their own selves, and just be bringing that awareness of this new energy, that is ascension on earth energy, this new earth that we're creating, because we definitely create our reality in every breath and in every moment and in every action, every word, everything we see around us, we're creating this. So Lincoln and I understand quite a bit about this, and I think that it's our honor and our sacred privilege to share it in any and every way, whatever that looks like. We're really not attached to putting anything inside the box. So whatever we're asked, and however that feels, if it really resonates deeply in our heart, and we can spread more love, and we can share and have more understanding, then we're in.